Wii2PLAY, the print and brushworks of YouTube. And somehow, welcome back to Pokemon Battle Revolution. You can't see me. Hold on. My camera setup's a little wonky this time. Trying to record something else. With all the negative publicity going on with just anything Pokemon related, I thought we would try to just set back a little bit. Go back to the good old days. Back to when battle sims didn't cost additional money once you purchased them. Oh. By the way, my sensor bar is over here. Like I said, my control setup is really wonky right now, my OBS setup. There's not a lot I can do about that at the moment. What the heck is all of this? Alright, I'm pretty sure this is where I last left off. And where else could I have left off but the Neon Coliseum? aka the one where you might not be able to use your own team of Pokemon. Remember that? Remember that lovely thing? Well, I've returned to it. Let me double check this. No, this is the wrong file. Hilarious. But hey, I guess it's nice that I still have my old save file. Hopefully I'm doing this correctly. I didn't really want to edit anything today, but I guess I don't really have a choice in that matter. You know, I haven't touched this in forever. Let me just double quadruple check to make sure this is exactly what I think it is. Done a minute here. This one's just called on. I don't think this is right. I don't know if I was using a save file on my actual Nintendo Wii, but I don't think this is correct. Oh, that's insane to me. What was I doing with all that time? Alright, I guess this is the exhibition match. Let me just look at all the storage and passes I have. Maybe I can kind of suss out what happened. Oh my goodness, this is actually my old save file. This is insane! These are Pokemon that are no longer on any of my handheld devices apart from the Switch 2. Oops. I thought I would actually be able to look up Chicory, but I guess not. This is the original Palkia from my original save file of Pokemon Pearl. I no longer have access to that Pokemon. Alright, you know what? Since I've apparently debated all of us, which is certainly a sentence I just said, we are going to do something completely crazy different. This was something I did a long time ago, but I feel like doing it again. Let's see. Spoilers. Spoilers for this entire game. I am going to take on the survival battle. The intense battle with no chance to rest. How long can I keep winning? If I'm lucky, I might be able to recover my Pokemon team. Just to maybe speed it up, I'll do double battles. 50 all. Confirm. And I'm going to use this team. This is what I tried to do when I was trying to get to a 100 battle streak. Will this work out well? I don't know. But here we go anyways. Ready! Throw a Pokeball like throwing a vote. Then let's party! That's certainly a statement. Did I turn off the announcer? Okay. Oh, this is gonna be absolutely insane. Fine, let's go after Dugtrio Mew from POKeMON Ranch, my Pokemon guest ranch. You go after Piloswine. Yeah, no, I turned off the announcer in this one. Piloswine almost fainted. Dugtrio used Fissure, but it missed completely. Chicory with Razor Leaf almost takes Dugtrio down. Ooh, Blizzard against Mew, and probably also no. Chicory avoided that attack. Incredible! I'm winning way too hard right now. Well, I guess I am just gonna do the same things again. You take it down Piloswine before you can take it down Chicory. Does not have the item to make himself stronger since he didn't evolve into a Meganium. This is a level 100 Bayleef. Don't ask questions. But he held his own for sure. Go. I say if I could get the 10 battles, as long as the game lets me, I will take a break there. Oh, it's over? Awesome! I love Pokemon! Yeah, no, that sounds like some lines I would write when I was 20 years old. Something like that. Oh no, it's the Pokemon wheel! Forgot about this. Let's see. I'm not gonna read all this. Oh, I got nothing. Hilarious. But it's only the first match, so I'm not too worried yet. Let's go bow number 2. I want to be a psychic too. Unless you have a Mew, I'm not sure how well that's gonna work. Let's use Body Slam on Girafarig. Bronzor. What are we doing for Bronzor? Try Shadow Claw. Use Shadow Claw on Bronzor and a light hit. Wasn't good enough. Chicory with Body Slam on Girafarig. Little bit of damage. No paralysis though. Might need to put all our focus on one Pokemon. Bronzor use Psychic on Chicory. Very light hit. Chicory has some bulk to him. He's able to take some of those attacks. You're not gonna use Magical Leaf on Girafarig. And Mew will use... I'm kind of overthinking this. We'll just still use Shadow Claw on Girafarig. Girafarig tried to use Psychic, but the attack missed! Mew tried to use Shadow Claw, but doesn't affect Girafarig because it's part dark. Somehow, The Pokemon veteran forgot about that. Giraffreg still stands. You got very much a light breeze from that attack. Don't know what I was trying to say there, I apologize. Once again, let's try to take out Giraffreg. No ghost types. Oh wait, Giraffreg's normal, that's why that didn't work. I guess I'll use Rock Climb? Interesting move. But it's not like I can change it now, or ever. You tried to use Rock Climb, but the attack missed. Chicory, following up with Razor Leaf. Giraffreg slowly going down, but so far Mew has barely been able to do anything. Kind of a mess, honestly. Oh, right. Aiming the wrong way with my cursor. Chicory's fine with health. It's Mew that I should be a little concerned about. No, I can't use Toxic on Bronzor because it's a Steel type. But let's see if we can get Paralysis off. Mew, just try to do anything. Psychic. Try to use Psychic on Giraffreg. Giraffreg tried to use Psychic, but it missed. But Mew was able to land Psychic on Giraffreg and finally take it down. Next up, Chicory used Body Slam on Bronzor. It's not very effective and did not cause any status effects. Someone please take this Pokemon down. Alright, Magical Leaf. You will try with, Aura Sphere. Let's try with Aura Sphere. You use Aura Sphere. That did way more damage. Duly noted. And Chicory finish up with Magical Leaf. Bronzor is down and the Psychic user is out. The more battles that I do, the more Pokemon my opponents will have. My spell, it didn't work! We continue. Yeah, quick save still here. Battle number 3, once we spin the good old wheel. Just don't land on white this time. That was close. All the power points have been fully restored. Oh yeah, that's gonna be something I need to keep tabs on. Evelyn! The future? I think that says future. The future girl! I'm not bothering to read my lines anymore. They're cringe. Do I look like I'm from the future? Well, here I come! Please don't. Anyways, joke's over. Let's get on with the battle. I am going to use Body Slam on Gligar. Mew will use Psychic on Carnivine. Battle began. Mew tried to use Psychic, but the attack missed. Chicory still being able to hit just about all of his attacks. Uses Body Slam on Gligar, and Gligar has been paralyzed. Gligar with X-Scissor. It's super effective against Mew. This could be bad. I think Trainer Brenton might try to do something slightly a little smarter. We'll see. Let's try Toxic on Carnivine, and as for Mew, we're gonna switch her out with Sirena, the Ho-Oh. Don't ask questions. I was young when I named some of them. Ho-Oh has come out, replacing Mew temporarily. Carnivine has been badly poisoned, slowly chipping away at his health. But he is stockpiled one, so his defense and special defense is gonna rise. Gligar can't move because he's been paralyzed. Carnivine's busy dealing with poison, but now he also has to deal with the Fire Phoenix Bird. It's not looking good for him. I don't think this is gonna do that much damage, but Razor Leaf on Gligar, and Ho-Oh! Sacred Fire on Carnivine. With that, Carnivine is down. Only one more Pokemon remains for the opponents. How long can Gligar stay in this? Ooh, that did some good damage, actually. But Gligar also restored its health using a Citrus Berry. Tried to use Night Slash, but the attack missed. Bad timing for Gligar. Chicory's still doing well. Ho-Oh is going to try to use Thunder on Gligar. Although now that I think about it, it's a ground type. So it doesn't affect. I'm so good at this. Chicory once again pulling the weight for all of the other Pokemon so far. Was able to land a successful Razor Leaf, while Gligar still can't make a move. Try to get Ho-Oh to use something a little bit more effective. That would be Sacred Fire. It hits and Gligar is down. And the bout has been decided. Brenton from Heart Gold once again wins.
I lost! I'm still from the future, I guess. I didn't read that.
Busy pulling weight for the announcer as well. He's saying that I am from one Pokemon, but nothing happened. So that might be an item that a Pokemon can use up, and then not have access to again. But if I land on that, then I might get the item back. At least I think that's how that works. Battle number 4.
My boyfriend is flying hard, and so will I.
Macargo and Wormadam have been released to the field. Chicory's gonna use Body Slam on Wormadam, and Mew is back. And we'll use Psychic on Macargo. Please hit. Please hit. Yes, Mew used Psychic successfully. Macargo took quite a bit of damage. Chicory used Body Slam down on Wormadam, but it is part Steel because I wasn't paying attention again. Macargo used Ancient Power on Mew. Mew is slowly losing her health. Why I didn't give Mew the power to heal is anyone's guess. But here we are. That's just how it be. Once again, Brenton is gonna have to switch out Pokemon. And he chooses Hotja, the Blaziken. Time to shine. Alright, the stupid Stealth Rocks. Wormadam used Protect. But Chicory aimed his attack at Macargo. It didn't do much. Macargo used Ancient Power on Blaziken. Did quite a bit of damage. Once again, not thinking that through. We're waiting on the challenger to make a move. Alright. We have Blaziken use Blaze Kick on Wormadam. At least one of these Pokemon should go down. And it does. Wormadam has been defeated, leaving only Macargo left. If I were Macargo's trainer, I'd probably use a fire type on the grass one. But Macargo's been paralyzed. He continues to use Ancient Power on Blaziken. Blaziken's now half of his HP left. Not great. And now he'll get to use Sky Uppercut, a move that Blaziken cannot learn in recent games. Let's see it. Boom! Super effective. Should have used that sooner. And Macargo is down. The battle has been decided. Brenton once again surges to the top.
Oh no, I guess I'll go watch my boyfriend fight.
The battles continue, but he's probably gonna need to think about healing all of his Pokemon. That would probably be a good idea. Let's see if he remembers how to do that. He's taking his time. Nope, he's dumb. So Mew is close to fainting, as Brenton takes on Evan the Scaredy Man. Really, that's the tagline you used. Battle number 5. I will make you tremble. Be prepared. Oh, he's trying to scare me. And you know what? It might be kind of effective. He is using Bug-type Pokemon, which is not gonna be great for the Bayleef. Chicory is gonna use Body Slam on Yanma. Oh wait, this is also bad for Mew as well. Shadow Claw will be used on Kricketune by Mew. Successful hit. And that took quite a bit HP away from Kricketune. Kricketune used its Citrus Berry and regained a good chunk of that HP. Yama's attack missed. Chicory's attack missed. That's a first. Kricketune used Double Team. It's gonna be harder to hit Kricketune now. Yanma continues to gain speed the longer he's on the battlefield. This could be a game changer, folks. Just have to see. Mew is going to use Psychic on Yanma. But Yanma used Silver Wind on Mew. And Mew is down. Brenton has lost his first Pokemon. Because Rock Climb was a bad idea to give Mew. Chicory missed again. This streak could end way too soon. He's gonna have to think quick on his feet. He calls out Winter Magic. The Glaceon, who is a shiny. Okay. Brenton asked where he got Shiny Glaceon, and Brenton gave no comment. To be honest, I'm pretty sure I got that out of a trade. Alright, Glaceon. Let's see what you can do. Yama used Ancient Power on Glaceon. It's super effective. But Glaceon still stands firm. Chicory finally lands a body slam down on Yanma. Took away quite a bit of health. Can Glaceon finish it up? No, Glaceon missed. But Yanma has been paralyzed. Kricketune tried to use Sing, but his attack missed. Yanma's speed continues to grow. This is not looking great for our hero. Chicory's gonna try to use Body Slam on Kricketune, who has already raised his evasiveness, so we'll see how well that works. Glaceon's going to use Protect, so no attacks will be able to hit the Shiny Glaceon. Chicory's Body Slam landed. A bit of a hit on Kricketune, and he's paralyzed. This could be the opening that Brenton needs. Winter Magic protects himself from Ancient Rock. Yanma's stats continue to grow. Can Brenton take down either of these formidable bug types? Any of them? And them all. Chicory's gonna use Body Slam. Keeps changing his approach, but Winter Magic. The Glaceon's gonna use Shadow Claw on Yanma. But Yanma has been defeated by Chicory the Bayleef. Only one more Pokemon remains on the field for the challenger. Winner tried to use Shadow Ball, but the attack missed. I said Shadow Ball. My bad! Kricketune is becoming less and less hittable by each round. That's what I'm gonna tell myself. Winter Magic is gonna protect himself again. You know, just in case. Chicory used Body Slam on Kricketune. And it was a critical hit. It is all over. The fear-inducing bug-type trainer has finally been defeated. And Brenton gains another victory. Whoa! Why did you do that? The battles continue. Brenton's got one fainted Pokemon and a Blaziken who only has half HP. It would be good if he could get something. Alright, power points have been restored. Mew remains fainted. And now it's Kruger family's Dylan up to bat. Battle number 6. How long can Brenton withstand? You'll never get close to Kruger. Not even close. Kruger, apart from being a villain in a game nobody played, maybe, might be the final boss in this gauntlet to 100 trainers. Will Brenton have a chance to make it that far? Oh no! Ho-Oh's been paralyzed! But he was able to land Sacred Fire against Fortress. Automatically, we have lost a Pokemon in the first round. Chicory goes with his fateful body slam. Lands the hit on Jumpluff. But Jumpluff did not get paralyzed by that. Looks like Chicory's going to continue to use body slam, while Ho-Oh is going to try to finish Jumpluff up with Sacred Fire. But Jumpluff used Worry Seed on Ho-Oh. It now has insomnia. It will not be able to sleep. But I doubt that's going to come into play. Ho-Oh's been paralyzed. Cyrena can't get a move in. Chicory continues to pull the weight. Ho-Oh tries to use Sacred Fire again, but not before Jumpluff used Giga Drain on Ho-Oh. It's not very effective though. But Jumpluff was able to gain a small, minuscule amount of HP. Will it be enough to withstand Chicory's attack? No! Jumpluff is down! Thanks only in part of the Bayleef. That battle is already over. Brenton continues his winning streak. Kruger, help me! There is no mercy on this battlefield. Unless you're lucky enough to get something good on the wheel, I guess. There we go. Mew has been restored. She can now fight again against Benny, the passionate rider. Battle number 7. An intense rider enters. Vroom, vroom! I would say he would be great with the Rev Room, but we know he isn't in this game. Only Pokemon from Gens 1 through 4 can be played in this game, officially. I don't know if anyone's tried the Deep mod. Anyways, the battle begins! Mew is back on the battlefield. Use Psychic on Lumineon. That took about half its health away. It's now raining thanks to Lumineon's Rain Dance. Vigoroth, use Shadow Claw on Mew. It's super effective. Chicory used Body Slam on Vigoroth. It's a light hit. Rain continues to fall in waves. I almost think Primal Kyogre is responsible. Chicory's gonna use a Razor Leaf on Lumineon, while Mew changes her tactics and goes after Vigoroth with Aura Sphere, a fine type move which is super effective against normal types. Lumineon used Surf, took out most of Vigoroth's health, but Vigoroth has Citrus Berry at hand. Wave also hit Chicory. It was a critical hit. It took quite a bit of damage away from... HP away from Bayleef. Vigoroth is defeated thanks to Mew's Aura Sphere and also that Surf. Chicory used Magical Leaf on Lumineon, and the battle is over within 2 turns. What an outcome! Biker Boy has been defeated! Oh no, I lost! We are coming up on battle number 8. Ho-Oh is still paralyzed. Can we get a recovery on that? Oh, not quite. I am starting to remember how the wheel works now, so that's great. Next up is Traveling Lady Olivia. Only 2 more battles remain for Brenton before he can take a rest.
Are you a smart trainer? Then let's go.
We'll see how smart Brenton is after some of his blunders earlier. As we commence in this battle, Chicory's gonna use Body Slam on Blossom, and Mew is going to set her sights on Primeape with Psychic. Mew's gonna try to take down Primeape right away, but the attack missed! Chicory's attack also missed! Brenton's side wasn't able to do anything! Primeape tried to use close combat, but his attack missed. Only Blossom's able to use a move as she makes it nice and sunny. It's going to be great for grass and fire type Pokemon alike. In fact, Chicory might capitalize on that. Mew's going to attempt Psychic on Primeape again, this time landing. Primeape wasn't able to withstand that. It is down in 1 hit. If only Annihilate was in this game. Blossom used Solar Beam. That took down a bunch of Mew's HP. Chicory healed using the sun's rays. Mew could once again be in trouble. Yes, the mythical Pokemon Mew. What a world. But Mew is going to... Brenton is going to change. Switch up Mew with its paralyzed Ho-Oh. At least to hopefully withstand Solar Beam. It worked! Ho-Oh barely took any damage. Chicory used Body Slam on Blossom. A light hit. And no paralysis to go with it. Now that the sun is out, fire type moves are going to do even more damage. As long as Ho-Oh can use its move, Blossom is going out. But not before using Sludge Bomb of Ho-Oh. But since Ho-Oh's already paralyzed, he cannot get poisoned. Blossom took another hit from Body Slam. Ho-Oh is unable to do anything. His attack missed at the most critical moment. Brenton's had enough. He's using Toxic on Blossom. Ho-Oh is going to try to recover his HP. Maybe not too bad of an idea, maybe. Chicory is able to use a successful Toxic on Blossom. Slowly, Blossom's going to lose more health. Cyria is able to use Recover and gains all his HP back. The sunlight has faded. No longer can Blossom use Solar Beam in one move. Ho-Oh's gonna try to burn up Blossom again. Chicory will start off with Body Slam. Blossom use Sunny Day once more. But Ho-Oh is able to capitalize on it with Sacred Fire. The fight is over! Blossom is down, and Brenton wins his 8th match.
You're smart. I learned a lesson.
Well, at least someone took something away from this. It's time for the Pokemon wheel again! You might want to consider healing his Pokemon. Let's see if he can do it. Yes! Well, only Mew. Hacha's still, not quite healed. Next is the assistant principal, Darius. How will the fight play out this time? Where are my students? Well, that's just now. The principal has lost his students. I think someone's gonna get fired after this. But for right now, let's just enjoy the battle. Finally, Brenton's gonna do something smart and use Aura Sphere on Girafarig. Though because of the psychic typing, it will not be a super effective move, but Girafarig is on the ropes if not for the Citrus Berry. Girafarig uses agility. His speed sharply rose. Gligar is using X-Scissor on Chicory. Finally, someone's going after the Bayleef. But Chicory will not stand for this. He's going to use Body Slam on Gligar. Mew is going to... I don't know what Mew's going to do. Use Aura Sphere on Gligar. It's a team up against Gligar. But Girafarig's going to use Psychic on Mew, which is not very effective. Aura Sphere has been used. It barely does anything. Chicory will now follow up with Body Slam. Also not doing much. Gligar uses X-Scissor on Mew. It is super effective. How will the trainer deal with Gligar? Now what will we do when Gliscor's in the picture? All those questions and more coming up as the battles continue. Continue this coverage in a week or two. Girafarig is down, leaving Gligar to be the last Pokemon remaining. Chicory used Body Slam, trying to get that paralysis. Will it work? No, Gligar healed using Citrus Berry. Gligar's got the advantage right now. Looks like Chicory's gonna try to heal. And Mew is once again going to be switched out with another Pokemon. But wait! Awesome stuff, Mew! It's Palkia! Time to shine, Galaxius! Chicory is successful at healing. Gligar tried to use X-Scissor on Palkia, but it barely does anything. Gligar might be in trouble this time. We'll see. What will my faithful Palkia do? What's this? He is going to use Surf. That's gonna hit every Pokemon, including Chicory. It does do a significant damage against the Bayleef, but Gligar absolutely takes the blunt of that attack. Chicory and Galaxius have won the battle. Is this punishment for neglecting my students? Yes! But that doesn't matter right now. To might be trying to go for something a little more impossible. Oh, didn't quite hit it at all. But Mew's HP once again heals. He is on battle number 10 against Kruger, the Survival King. This is the big one, folks. Battle number 10. I wonder how far you'll get. Let's party! Go! On one side, we have Bayleef and Mew, and on the other, Sneasel and Machoke. How will this play out? Good question. Looks like Chicory's going to use Body Slam on Machoke, and Mew is going to set her sights on Sneasel with Aura Sphere. Incredible choice! Sneasel is out already! Chicory used Body Slam to try to slow down Machoke. Little bit of a light hit. Machoke tried to use Dynamic Punch, but it missed. Kruger sends out Chansey. This might be his last Pokemon. Chicory continues to try to slow down Machoke, while Mew continues to use Aura Sphere on the other Pokemon. Oh, Chansey is bulky. It didn't do enough. Machoke has finally been paralyzed. Chansey tries to use Water Pulse, but the attack misses. Machoke uses Dynamax Punch on Bayleef. Oh, it's taken down in a single hit. What an upset. How will this fight play out? I threw off Brenton for a moment. We'll see. Hotshot is back up on the field, but does not have much HP. Gonna try to use a fine type move on Chansey. Mew is gonna use Psychic on Machoke and try to take it out. It is successful. Machoke is out. All that's left is Chansey with incredible defense and special defense. Oh, but Hacho was able to take it out with one hit. The Fighting Fire type is able to take out Chansey, and Battle 10 has been won. I will keep an eye on your progress. And just like that, the battles are over for the day. Brenton's gonna take a rest and go in for 10 more later on. Wow, I only have 30 for Poke coupons. Where did I spend them on? Maybe we'll find out some other day.
Great job out there. Since you quick saved the Coliseum battle, the next time you play, you can start right from where you left off. I look forward to seeing you again.
And that was Pokemon Battle Evolution! Sorry about all the confusion there, but I think we can still make this work. Are you excited to see me try to reach the very top? Let me know in the comments below, and let me know if you are enjoying Battle Evolution gameplay. Until then, and until my next videos, This has been Wii2PLAY. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoy your day. Take care out there, and I will catch ya later. Oh, dang it.